Welcome back. Our guest is still Mr. Sonny Abakwue. You were telling me about how someone that wants to read your book, that your books are written both in English and in English language, and that you also teach. Do you teach literature, or is there other subjects that you teach?
Well, I do volunteer teaching at the Cambridge Library. We have some students, especially international students from Asia, from Korea, from China. We help them with their English. And some students from here who are preparing for their GED, we help them with their mathematics, even with their sciences, biology and chemistry.
So you are not just a writer, you are also a teacher. And not even that, you're doing it voluntarily. And that is very nice to help students to learn English as a second language. Based on your vast of English grasp, I could see that happening. I was reading one of your other book, Abundant Wealth. Tell me, what is that book about? What is it?
The book is to empower people to go out there and conquer the world.
So it's an inspirational book.
Very true. Book on self-empowerment.
Such as what type of self-empowerment?
Encouragement. Mm-hmm. The key to success, I believe, is encouragement. It's through it we determine those who are really our true friends.
Encouragement?
Yes.
Who do you suppose would do the encouragement? The society or the family? Who?
If the society love their people, the citizens, they will definitely encourage them.
So in this book, you're saying that both society and family can encourage someone.
Very true.
To become what they need to become.
Very true.
Or to aspire to the highest level.
Very true. Without encouragement, we may not be able to reach our desired goals and achieve our desired objectives. With encouragement, even those who are not, who do not have the innate motivation, they will say, okay, let me try. If this person has a belief and belief in me, then there must be something in there that I haven't seen, that other people have seen. So with that very little grain of self-belief, one can reach the stars.
Oh, well, this is the. I would think I've heard of other inspirational books where they talk about how you make it to the top. Encouragement is one of it, but it's just encouragement alone based on external encouragement is a concept new to me. If you could explain to me a little bit more and let the viewers know a little bit more of how external environment can be a push to someone making it to the top. Most of the people, sometimes people come out and they tell you how they work their way through school, how they achieve this on their one thing or the other on their own. But your concept is that your environment, people around you can motivate you, can help you most of the time to become what you need to become. And I think also that goes also to say what we have in our place that says it takes a village to raise a child. And I think I'm not sure if that's the concept that you're heading to. Could you explain more to the viewers?
Oh yes. We Africans do believe that it does take a village to raise not just a child, but even to make the child to become a very fulfilled adult. Yes, I do believe that the first seed of success is based on idea. And this very idea can be planted by an elderly person who does love a little child. Once this very seed of success is planted in the mind of an individual, the mind is like a fertile ground. Once the idea is planted there, the idea will germinate and sprout. And it is called self-belief. Once the self-belief is anchored deep in our innate core, it will germinate and sprout out and grow and become like an iroko tree.
That is interesting because these days you do not hear where children go to elders to seek knowledge. And for those of us that grew up during that time, I remember being, my grandfather telling me things that I still use today. But today we don't have, the children of nowadays don't really have that. And I think it has to do with the society that we live in, that the older ones are not, they don't have that much opportunity anymore to interact with the children, or where you have the grandparents around, to be able to instill those type of wisdoms to children that they grow up with eventually.
Very true. You see, success, right, is like what we call the chemical osmosis. It's the elders who will try to draw the younger ones. You see, in the process of osmosis, the stronger solution pulls the weaker one. So it's the duty rests more on the elders to pull the younger ones, to give them sense of direction. Sometimes the younger ones may come to the elders, but the duty rests more on the elders to draw the younger ones, to show them the light of success. By so doing, they do their work. But if they leave the children to come to them, no, that's not the way to go. Rather, the elders will come to the younger ones and draw them together, draw them to them, and show them the light.
But you do know that in this society that we live in, that opportunity is not there. Most of the time, a family lives here, while the elder ones, who are probably the grandparents, live abroad. So it is, for those of us that live here, we're almost our children are almost at a disadvantage of the benefit of the knowledge that these older ones transfer. And that's what you used to explain what happened in this book.
Yes.
That knowledge that we acquire from our older ones.
Yes.
And how it almost germinates like
yes.
a plant.
Very true.
Which forms who we are later on.
Yes, very true.
Well, Mr. Abakwue, this has been very eye-opening and intriguing. Again, we'll be right back and we'll continue our discussion.
Oh, thanks so much.